ports of Durban and Richards Bay, as you've mentioned. The trucks, you've mentioned, they're causing major havoc on our roads, and also congestions at the ports. I've heard all the discussions around it and the strategies and everything, but what I haven't heard is the engagement with the freight industry and the trucking associations. What steps are you taking to ensure that you are engaging with the associations, the freight industry, to perhaps maybe look at other alternatives?
There is a joint team operation that was established with Head Transport Minister. It was Minister Nzimande at that particular time, Department of Labour, as you know, Minister of Police. So it's still ongoing, Minister of Home Affairs. It's still ongoing because the truck industry, as you know, the stakeholder is playing a pivotal role. In fact, it was highlighted today as part and parcel of what ought to be done in Richards Bay, which is why the president had to go there personally and check what is happening and come up with a strategic movement that is going to take place, and the effect of rail infrastructures I've already highlighted. What bothers the consular or the investment wing is the issue of security class at the same time. We have invited the police commissioner Mkwanas today. He was part and parcel of this stakeholders engagement or this networking session. He's highlighting 5 pillars of police, amongst other things. How do they combat crime? At the same time, the issue of communication. If the business is going to come and structurally be in KZN, you must always communicate with them so that they data analyze and give you the strategic movement so that you will be picked from time to time for engagement and for security processes. They are also raising sharply the issue of visas. Indonesia in particular is telling us that if you go to Indonesia, it's easier for us coming from South Africa to them, but as they come, there are some challenges. We've managed to talk to the Minister of Home Affairs, Dr. Mdluli. He has agreed that let us do the virtual platforms engagement, where we are going to be extensive dealing with all the requirements, the processes. Lesotho was also highlighting the major challenges of their trucking industry, in particular from time to time. There will be stop in Newcastle. SAP spoke about those issues, and the Zambian matters of Ikopa, the PC spoke about it, that we have improved on the relationship in Endos because they could trace the copper coming from Zambia up to the Durban harbor. It is not just a coincidence. It is a well-orchestrated plan of SAPs and joint operations. I've already highlighted that the Premier, even in his State of the Provincial Address, spoke about 95 bakkies that are part and parcel of curbing crime in terms of community policing forum. All those measures are as a result of the strategic partnership, because for us to entice more space for investment and to attract more tourists, we must create an enabling environment, which is something that we have done, but we don't stop there as this ANC government. We also intervene from time to time. The BE policy is part of the intervention methodology. Government, into President, is saying that we are not going to be highlighting only that the youth must be prioritized. Even those who are beyond the scope of 35 must also be prioritized. And we are also saying that we've got nice tertiary institutions that we must partner as a form of ensuring that our research is confined within the scope of the province of KwaZulu-Natal. Those who are being produced are also tailor-made for the industries that are surrounding. So through Growth Coalition, we are also doing all those things. Government is working closer, and Moses Kodanes, the institute which deals with that, is also the anchor entity that is always reflecting and talking to tertiary institutions around the province of KwaZulu-Natal.
Sure.